Don't bet. That's bad. These teams are dead even.
Oh yeah.
It is a dead heat on the betting for this one. When they played the CGI finals last season, they split these maps. It was a best of 3. However, this was Taboo's pick, and GroundZero won. Sorry, going the other way. I'm getting. Yeah, we are in Cache first. So Cache was GroundZero's pick. They lost that. It's GroundZero's pick tonight.
Yep.
I'm getting confused. Here we go. On Cache, it was 16-9 to Taboo. Let's throw away whose pick it was. That doesn't matter. 16-9 to Taboo. On Mirage, it was 16-10 to GroundZero. So very close in the opposite manners. GroundZero. Sorry, Taboo. They have Moojuice out and has it in. Moojuice moving on from the
Well, after a bit of standing around not doing much, we do finally have Taboo entering onto the bomb site in a 2-on-3 man disadvantage, but the bomb's going down. So CTs are going to have to get a move on. They have rotated quite fast. And Apop Dud is going to find one for it. Oh, Strax in the 1-on-2 and he's gone down. So 2 members surviving from GroundZero as they are going to take this very first round. What did you see there? From what I saw, they just stood there waiting for the others to push. And then finally the T's decided, well, we have to push, boys. They pushed and they just, you know, lost the first couple of frags and in the end just got traded out.
Yeah, pretty much. I go with that. Taboo at least got a bomb plant. That is the main thing out of that.
Oh, yeah.
So they will be saving a lot this round. It's not a full save. Skull wants a CZ. We're getting some pistols coming out. For GroundZero, they have a lot of MP9s there. 3 in total. They are the players with utility. For the M4 players, there is no utility.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised that, you know, they're not going for a full save this one and buying into the next. They'll
still look to be buying into the next. They'll be looking for their extra 1900 minimum. That'll get them AKs.
Well, hasn't started off great as Strax has gone down. And once again, all silent. So both these teams, they seem to play a very slow B-side on the cage. Maybe GroundZero will change it up. Maybe in the gun rounds we'll see something different. Yep, nice and easy is how they like to play it. It's trying to go for that slow tactical style, like is what we've been seeing from Greyhound. But, you know, Greyhound seem to make it work really well. Whereas both these teams, as I said, I was really unimpressed with, well, especially GroundZero on Cache. But they've started off well.
Well, they picked it, so they won that. And yeah, they have invested into the pistols, so that will impact into the next round. Yeah. GroundZero, well, they're not farming up because Hazza is doing well with his new team right now. He's got the logo displayed as well. I was surprised when I saw that Muji was, but yeah. Hazza, fantastic player, formerly Dark-Sided. I think he was playing on Mary / Knights. Well, they're now Knights, which is now / Dark-Side.
So he's been around with Dark-Sided.
So he was on Dark-Sided. Then that team disbanded, and now his former team, Dark-Sided. I don't know. This is confusing.
Was picked up by Dark-Sided. Well,
welcome to OC.
They do have AKs. They have 1 UMP.
Yeah, and a bit of utility as well. So the pistol impacting onto utility and, of course, having a UMP, but it's definitely not the worst buy them. But especially when you're going into, as they didn't get a frag in the last round, they're not going into a huge buy. They've got the SMGs to deal with, so...
They might have more firepower to do in this situation. The 4 rifles against 2 rifles and 3 SMGs, as opposed to their 1 SMG, of course. But once again, default across the Taboo, all spread out, hoping for a pick. But both these teams playing nice and reserved, playing strategically. Yeah,
GroundZero as well, just holding out, looking for information. Doesn't look like anyone's got anything yet. Under a minute to go, and they'll pick up the bomb. They've got more players leaning towards A, although they could go over mid here as well. Although I think they will go main.
Great play there. Going to force Skull back, and Apoc Dud is going to find that frag. So man advantage going to GroundZero again, almost immediately. It's like Willie KS. Taking a lot of damage. Just going to push through the smoke, frags back and forth, and it's all distracts in the 1-on-4. He's trapped in Squeaky, and this is not looking good for Taboo so far.
No, certainly not. He's disconnected from the bomb as well. 4 players. 0. They have not lost a lot of players at all. They had 2 remaining in the first round, 5 remaining in the second round, 4 in the third. So they are not really getting taken there. Taboo, they waited out, couldn't get GroundZero to sort of push them, and now they've saved 3 AKs through.
Yes.
They've got an M4 there. They will purchase an MP9. No point because they know it's a save for Taboo.
Well, 4 of the 3 AKs from that last round, going to be taken by GroundZero. Looks like it's going to be something fast and hard towards B. Maybe wait for these smokes. I say fast and hard. Here we go. It's going to be Hazard. Spray down 2. He's gotten a third. 4, 5. Yes! Oh no, Majestic got the last one. No ace.
The other shot as well. Majestic. Good job in there, but Hazard is enjoying his new team. He's got 9 frags on the board.
9-1.
Yeah, looking at the last matches that these teams played, they were both against Corvidae. And Taboo did have the better outing with a 14-6 loss, as GroundZero had a 7-16 loss. So not working the best for him, but Strax on the side of Taboo was actually... Oh, so Taboo was doing better. I don't know if I said that the right way. Taboo had the 14-6?
Yep.
And
14-16?
Yeah, 14-16. Yeah, 14-16.
Yeah,
what is going on tonight? Strax, at the end of week 2, was leading all fraggers, 76.
Okay.
Even though they were only 1 and 3, he was the top fragger.
Well, we're looking for him to frag out right now, but we still have 2 members of Taboo who are on Donuts. Nighthawk and Skull haven't found a frag yet, if I can remember from what I saw at the start. KS is boosted in a very cheeky position. He might get a frag and fall back. And here we go. He's going to just jump on over. That's Nighthawk still going to be remaining on that Donut. As
Hazard found one over at the B side as well to remain.
Once again, the trades coming out. No one in a position to even trade that one. It's looking all over Red Rover right now. Oh. There we go, trade. Double for Strax.
There he is now 1 versus 3. He does have the bomb on board. 37 seconds to go. So there is time if he can get these frags. But he's against those AKs as well, so a little bit more power on him. Only 52 health.
Enough to get the clutch ace. Looks like he's leaning to go towards B, of course. Maybe. Gonna go for vent here.
2 shots to the chest will do him as well with those AKs.
Majestic is in a pretty strange position over in Sunroom. Strax can just waltz onto the site and get the plant, and then maybe he'll try and hold it down, but he's going to have to go now. He's got no time to plant. Has he just?
No. He's missed it. You need 4 on the clock. You need 4 on the clock. It's at 3.
Get the cash.
So he'll get 300 for himself.
Just wasted too much time, and they're going to take a timeout. They need to cool their heads a bit. Yes, yeah, Nighthawk and Skull, both on the Donuts.
Yeah, also, this is kind of money territory for Jinx, Nighthawk and Skull to be onto a Galil purchase as well.
Oh, yeah.
Strax has already bought up.
Oh, that was saved from the last round.
Oh, that was saved.
Yep,
Sorry. So, he doesn't have much cash on him.
Well, he could purchase full utility. Looks like they are going to go for pistols.
Yeah, they're going to go for pistols. They just said that Skull was a bit too low there. Yeah, Strax has to have bought something. There might be something on the ground. He's bought the pistols. No,
because
I don't think that money's
time ran out, and he survived.
Yeah, but he gets max loss bonus. So he would have had 3.4 at least.
But it said no negative next to his name. Don't if you survive, you don't get any cash. Sorry, if the time runs out, you don't get any cash for that round.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, he had no cash thanks to that. So yes, 4 pistols and the AK. We are going to see push into A main. That's easy frag for Jinx. Can he get the final blow onto Jinx? Yes, he can with the wall bang. He's going to stand in his teammate's molly. He might die here. Oh, he survived on 2 HP as the round has ended.
So still looking for frags there. Strax on 4. You got Jinx and... what the... I've only just looked at that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who it was.
That is phenomenal.
Just call him S9D9.
I've got an idea, but I'm not going to just...
According to HLTV, it's Cybe.
Yeah, Cybe. Is it Cybe?
Oh, Cyber? Seabay? That's what it says on HLTV. SIBE.
Yeah, Cybe.
Cybe, is that how you say it?
Come
okay.
on, man. Come on.
Right. Let's focus on this, though. Another default coming out from Taboo, spread out across the map, of course. Looking like they might be pushing through A main. Strax aware of the boost, and he's going to get boosted up himself. And another one next to him. Can't quite tell who that might be. Just nice and relaxed now. He's going to come out to stop Cybe's push. He is going to get flashback as well as APOC does. Going to open up into Nighthawk before Strax is traded on back. Finally, a trade at the start of the round. 1 for 1. Lots of ground here gained by Majestic. He's pushed up through B main. And the Molly's come through and hasn't really forced him into any different positions. He is going to fall back there. He doesn't want to be cut off from his teammates for too long and get pushed, as Jinx is going to do just that. He's pushed down into checkers. The Molly's going to force him back to stop him from peeking, but the whole of the squad of Taboo's bunched up. Cybe's going to open up. That's gone down before Majestic's gotten one. Cybe with another before Willie has traded out Strax. So 2 on 2. Finally some trades. This is looking good for Taboo finally, even if it's even. And the plant is going to go down.
So 2 on 2 now for the retake. There's a lot more health on the side of GroundZero.
Beautiful incendiary Mountain Willie KS with the double on the retake. 3 in that round. And once again, GroundZero taking that and going 7-0 up.
They certainly are. And Taboo got the bomb plant, so they'll be able to patch this up. AKs at least.
They haven't got an AWP out yet. Cybe could. Still donuts for Nighthawk and Skull. Now, from memory, Skull is the AWPer for Taboo here. But nope, it's going to go AKs across the board.
Yeah, it would have been AK armor. They want some more utility for executing GroundZero. They're not going for an AWP either. They just do not need it.
Yeah. Well, you know, they really don't need it. 7-0 up. Go for fast play into mid now, Taboo. Strax has gained control of that with help of one of his teammates, and Hazard looking like he's going to peek after getting this boosted into himself. He's going to find the first one. He's going to get the spray transfer. Yes, he can, but he's been burnt alive for it. A 2 for 1 is definitely worth.
Yeah, damage down onto Jinx as well, but APOC Dud tagged up as well for the same. And a boost there looking down mid, but not going to see anyone. There is 2 highway. GroundZero. B from the lurker. That'll pull one over slightly, but they're still not. Clear. Yeah, they're still not pushing on B completely, but they really do want to go B. They've got 3 over there now. One that can go vents. They'll come out to A. There is only 1 player here, and this is going to signal for the other players to rotate very shortly. But Willie KS has found Cybe on the rotate. They know it's A. Being planned, so they're going to rush over here. Just wait out for teammates. Now up to the forklift, looking down. Jinx there. Takes him down. Skull the last one. 1 versus 4 as they're flooding towards the site. And he's going to be taken down. KS. Last one there. They're going to defuse here. 8-0 coming in for GroundZero. They are completely shutting down Taboo.
Yeah. Let's take a look at how many frags Taboo have got in total. 10 frags after 8 rounds. Like,
yeah, Strax is up the top, which is to be expected. He was the top fragger in the league, even going on 1 and 3, but is quite painful there. Hazard, great little pickup for GroundZero. He's got quite a few.
And look at the cash for GroundZero as well. They've got money for
yeah, all players over 10k, which is to be expected after 8 rounds of victories, and your other team only having 10 frags.
I don't really know what's going on with Taboo. I was really expecting this to be a nice, even game, but so far it's just been GroundZero all the way.
Well, yeah, that's what everything... I would have even leaned towards Taboo.
Oh, yeah, judging on their stats overall.
Like, ever so slightly leaned towards Taboo, but...
Maybe it's the hazard effect.
Maybe. Maybe. Nice new team.
1-for-1s.
Let's trade. You've at least wanted Taboo to trade out.
Yeah, and they've started off nice, and the round where it came down to a 2-on-2 is one where they started off with the 1-for-1 trade.
How's it coming up to Vince now? Jinx is watching.
Shut down. Calculated aggressive play, and it does not pay off, as now the man advantage is in Taboo's favour. I think this might be the only time it's ever been for Taboo's favour.
They're going to stick Wk3 over towards the B site now. They took him off A, and Taboo want to go over to A as they took that.
Got to be careful of the boost though.
Definitely, and he's makes him go through. He's got one with the bomb carrier, but that's not going to change too much. They'll still get a bomb plan out here. Wk3 at the truck is going to push the fire out to the default spot. They're not planning default though.
Jinx is ready for him as he's come around, or at least reacts to him. So 3-on-1. Finally looks like Taboo are going to put something on the board, but Majestic has not been silenced just yet. He still might have something to say. Okay, never mind. As Saib is just going to obliterate him, trying to sneak up highway. Finally, they have something on the board, but Skull's still on the donut.
It is a round victory. And yes, you were right, of course. If as a T, if the time runs out and you are still alive, you don't get any loss bonus.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, well, it's to make sure that, you know, they don't just try and all just sit back and save and actually play the game. No one wants to sit there for 2 minutes.
No. Yeah, if the bomb's planted. Yeah, if the bomb's not planted. So he's missed out on that by the fraction of a second. Didn't change too much for that round anyway. Waiting to see which way Taboo want to go. They've got one push-up Squeaky. GroundZero, pretty spread out. 2 pushing mid.
Yeah, they haven't even gone for any executes at all, really, Taboo. Like, the one time they did was on a pistol by rushing towards B, if you want to call that an execute.
So they've got 3 watching mid at the moment. Taboo go for this boost. Nighthawk's above, and Nighthawk goes down. APOC picks him up as GroundZero defending mid hard.
6 HP for Extinct. He's in a pretty exposed position. He won't be able to get out of there alive. Hope no one checks him and gets the one.
Taboo have a player up in checkers as well. He could look out on the B side. They might not expect him here.
Yeah, they're just playing solo plays, going for picks on their own with no one to trade on back in these rounds. Like,
the bomb's working its way through A main anyway. There's only one play there, but a lot can rotate through the highway, as they will now. Coming onto the side, Taboo. Taboo scraps, picks up Wk3.
Stuck up there.
They're going to have to boost up to get it. They have done so, and having to give himself some cover fire. That was a strange.
It's a 1-on-3 now, though. I was really not expecting it to go Taboo's way, and they have picked up a second round. It was yeah, I really didn't expect them to take it. They were down a man. They were executing onto the site that had the most amount of players on.
Well, GroundZero had to come through the choke point. They had to come through. They had 3 players mid, so they had to send them all up highway to get there in time.
They lost the bomb too.
The bomb dropping on top of the train was good, but I think it was covered by the smoke, so I don't think they saw it on top of that red box there.
Still a comical accident.
Oh, it's rather hilarious. They needed the 2 players to get up there to get it, but the round will go to Taboo. They've got 2 up their sleeves. GroundZero, of course, can still afford a purchase after winning 8 games in a row.
Right, well, we are seeing 2 ops now out, 1 on either side, and it looks like Strax is picking up. So maybe it isn't Skull who's the op. I'm pretty sure it was. And Strax is going to open up. That's Majestic going down, who was in checkers. Looks like the B site is completely clear. We do have Extinct who's nearby. APOC Dud is going to try and aggress. Being a man down on the CT. He has to try and gather some information. It's just falling apart for GroundZero as they are pushing and getting destroyed. So Hazard peek on out and full on back as he can't quite land any shots, and now they know exactly where he is. He's got to find another shot though, as he does re-peek the same angle. None at all. But it is a 4-on-2 and the bomb plant is going down.
Strax survives with 1 health, and they've got the bomb planted, so to GroundZero going to have to mount this retake with 2 players through Vents and Heaven. And a player coming from behind as well.
Strax heard him, yep. Heard him trough the jump. So Hazard alone. Probably going to try and save. What's the cash looking like now? If
GroundZero, they'll get a buy. They will get a buy. It's not because Majestic's low, but they could get something quite decent.
If Hazard survives, he could drop it. He's just picked up 4, sorry?
Yeah, well, he's got 4K.
Oh yeah, because he got the one entering the site and just 3 as they were hunting him. That was not great for Taboo. Well, they do pick up their 3rd round in a row, though.
Yeah, so Majestic can at least... well, he'll probably buy armor and then get a weapon drop.
Well, yeah, Hazard bought an AWP and then he tossed it over to someone. I'd say Willie's picking that up. Yep. And Majestic got his weapon thrown to him, probably from Willie, because that's how the swaps must have gone. Saying Hazard with that AK saved on through from last round. Strax, of course, still on the AWP. He was the sole survivor for Taboo with the 1 HP. And Nighthawk is taking the KS over on the A-bomb side, so it's left Extinct alone. He's playing around the smoke and going to jump up in the little corner there.
So waiting out, Taboo have at least got the first pick in this round. They're coming back strong. GroundZero won the half as they picked up the first 8 rounds. Now good flash for Extinct as he finds Nighthawk in main.
Ooh, he took a lot of damage from the wallbang as well, but so that's evened up the score.
Well, 2 players here in the sunroom for Taboo, and Majestic spotted him out. He is calling for a rotate as well as every player from Taboo's here.
I think he might have seen the bomb. Majestic's going to have to get out of there at the moment. Yep, and he's gone down as he's trying to escape the fire and the flames. He did do a lot of damage onto Strax, though. He's down to 6 HP.
But at least he's at least called for the 2 players. Has it completely blinded on the side. They didn't check. What? And he's got 2. Hazard playing a blinder right now. And now there's 2 players left for Taboo to get this bomb down.
Oh,
30 seconds to go.
You know,
quite a bit. Oh, Apoc's seen this as well. He's wrecked Strax.
Well,
so now he's got information at least that nade doing a lot of damage from Apoc.
Oh yeah.
38 health.
So, Sebe? It's going to have to play for time.
I'll go with Sebe.
Alright, we'll go with Sebe. We're going to try and play for time, hiding on the bomb site. It is away from me. He's going to find the headshot. Taboo picking up their 4th now. Finally looking a bit better, and the cash is not too fantastic for GroundZero yet. Pistols, Deagles.
No, just a little bit too low there. I mean, Willie can't even purchase a M4, so it is going to be a pistol round. A little bit of armor, light utility. Yeah, Has has been going nuts in this map. And that, was it 4K exit frags as well? Three of them exits. Want to trade. So, Taboo now leaning towards A. They got players to mid. GroundZero pushing up hard, trying to make these pistols work. Pushed up from the B site, and that'll give information to say, hey, let's go A, guys.
Oh yeah, Majestic's here with the CZ, gonna try and get some nutty spray down maybe. Now gonna check the boost this time. As Majestic's gonna get checked, and he's gone down, doesn't even get a single shot off. It's 4-on-2 as the plant is going on down. I think Apoc Judge's just gonna save that AK from the downed Sebe. And Hazard might try to go for some damage towards the retreating T's when they decide to fall off this one.
So Apoc is in safe mode for that AK. And Hazard's up. At least looking for a Deagle pick. This has been a game of 2 quarters so far, I'll call it.
Okay.
GroundZero picked up the first 8, and then Taboo have gone on a tear. This will be their 5th in a row, trying to get this to a close half.
Yep. Stranger things have happened. As I said, I was so critical of the to start off with, but they've started getting these trades, and one round was close, and they'll trade it down properly. And then, from then on, they haven't lost or looked back, even when the rounds have not looked favourable for them.
Well, GroundZero will be able to afford to purchase this round with the save from the last and the 5-round loss bonus.
Yep, Sebe and Strax both stepping up on kills there, 10 and 9 each. respectively. Something we've seen a lot from GroundZero, putting an incendiary on the boost in mid, make sure they can't gain that control immediately so they can situate themselves in mid in those little secret spots, and that's working so well for them. Just playing a different spot every time.
Yeah, they haven't been able to go over there for mid, so Taboo going B this time. Sending all 5 players up there. There is only one on the B site, one Z connector. He's the closest for the rotate, although they can't come through vent.
Oh yeah.
With APOC dud.
Looks like it's going to be AWP v AWP as they will be entering the bomb side. Of course, if it's just Willie alone, he is going to get peaked.
There was no flash that came out there. I was surprised by that. Willie Chaos with a secondary.
How are they letting him do this? They need to trade him on out straight away. Finally, the K comes through, but Hazard's there for the double spray down. That was, you know, as soon as they know the AWP's there, they hear it ring. They need to start push before he can cycle that bolt.
Yeah, well, he got 3
yeah.
in that round as well. Gets himself up to 14. Hazard's still way top in the server at 23. But GroundZero saved through. They saved through 2 AWPs. They don't want them.
Yeah, well, it's final round right now. Money's not really the issue if they don't want to worry about keeping the AWPs. Oh, he's going to get sprayed out like this through the smoke. It's not a nice feeling, or it is a nice feeling when you do it. Not a nice feeling when it happens to you. Looks like Hazard's going to be looking through this vent once again. It's been causing a bit of havoc for Taboo every time he's done this. And Willie with that AWP. He's going to get shut down by Strax. So they are entering out onto the A bomb site. No one else here to contest, but they will be very shortly.
Bomb towards the A site, and they've come out, and Majestic has ripped off Skull as they're looking to get that bomb down. Nighthawk was down to 4. 3 players left for Taboo against the 4 of GroundZero. And the bomb gets planted. GroundZero now setting up for it. Hazard takes down Strax. He's having an absolute screamer. Stink finds Nighthawk, and there's only 1 player left for Taboo. It's side. Back to the site. Pushed up aggressive. He wasn't hiding behind quad. And that will be the bomb defused. GroundZero will get a 10-5 half. And we will see you right back after these messages. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Cybergame Premier League. We're into the second half of the first map for the night. GroundZero versus Taboo. GroundZero started it off with an 8-0. Taboo with 5 rounds in a row, but then GroundZero finished off the last 2 for a 10-5. Pretty much a story of 2 halves in that first half. We'll see how Taboo's second half goes. A CT side, although we've got Hazard. He's jumped out of the server. Timed out. Hope there's nothing wrong with his machine there. Oh, he's back. He's back. 24 from that first half.
Yeah, he's putting up a monster performance, and could you say he's the backbone of GroundZero right now?
I don't know. He's just fragging. That's all I can say. He was on the CT side. They were walking into him a lot, getting a lot of 2Ks, a lot of 3Ks along the way. And his spray control looked beautiful. Yeah,
I don't know. Also, you know, a lot of those frags were just free kills as Taboo weren't checking the positions he was in. You know, he was just spraying them down and whatnot. Like, it was, yeah, not fantastic. But it looks like we are finally going to get into this one. Maybe Taboo can find some form on the CT side.
Well, they had a string of 5 in a row there as well, which did hurt GroundZero's economy that was boosted. But you'd really want to see Taboo take out this pistol for a close match. Otherwise, GroundZero could work their way up to 13. Getting aggressive up at main here, and they'll find 2.
3. That's on the 4th, but APOC Dud is going to trade on out, and it's just him now, 1 on 3. He's got to turn around and get the turn on.
He was looking at the USP as well. I thought he was going to go down for doing that, but he's picked up. Oh, he's got the bomb. He's planting it now. So, Taboo with the retake here. GroundZero at least got a bomb plan out there.
Why is down? Okay, sorry, highway. Okay, he's coming back now. I was a bit confused about that, like he was running away, maybe trying to use that USP at range. I think what started off that round, we saw Nighthawk peeking in to A main. He's aiming for the first player and he hits the player behind him with a headshot. It's always something nice to happen to you, kick things off. But that was a great play there. Flick and everything. Who was it? I think it was APOC Dud, was it? He's got the most cash, so he got the kills, so yes.
Yeah, you do have... Yeah, he must have been running down highway. You got an extra 20 metres for the headshot kill.
Yeah.
In range. The USP against the Glock, 15 metres versus a big fight, so definitely a good idea. Rangers! GroundZero going to flood out.
Lots of damage
on
done.
The B side. Lots of damage done to GroundZero. Taboo looking very nice now. Skull's the other player that's taking any damage, and he will be the other player that takes damage. GroundZero get shut out there. Taboo get themselves up to 7 with a bomb plant though in the first. GroundZero will be able to purchase.
Yep, AKs across the board. Armor and utility. Not as much utility as I'd like, but APOC Dud can purchase as much as he'd like thanks to all those frags in the first round. Still keeping a few of these SMGs. Well, one Famis still. So Taboo going for a bit of a bonus round. The bonus round, I would say. So the boost coming out for GroundZero. Willie is up. Looking through, he's going to toss out a smoke, and then he's probably going to push up with the other balloon, but that Incendiary is going to force the run. Sob's not even paying attention. Yes, he's going to find the first one. Strax has found Extinct, but I think they did see Sob there, who was in vents. Strax, holding from white box, is going to get ready to peek on round, as has gone to announce his position by tossing out that smoke grenade.
Yes, for GroundZero here. As I say that, of course, one player gets shot in the face. They will be able to push up mid here. Got a lot of mid control. Yeah. As Taboo have 2 over at either side, although Strax has positioned himself down towards Z. This is a very dangerous spot for Head of Majestic. Done a lot of damage as well. Strax is low. She's going to move out. Gone down at mid. And that will send 2 players through vents to the B side now. 10 seconds to go, still time. That side is hearing players here. Yeah. And pushed out.
But there's only 2 left as opposed to the 4 for Taboo. And I'm going to see, can't land the frag, but he's going to hit that shot. Bonus round coming off here for Taboo, and they're going to upgrade most of those weapons. 2 AKs picked up.
Yeah, with 3 players saved through. That was a big round. 4 Taboo. GroundZero just couldn't make a decision in the end to commit something. When they sent the 2 players through vents, they still had one up highway.
Yeah. Just pistols now for GroundZero into this one, of course. Yeah, how many have I lost in a row now?
3. Yes. It's the first 3 rounds of it. GroundZero got a bomb plant in the first, so they could buy in the third. Whoa, that nade has hurt.
2 players taken very low. Majestic 18 HP off. It's going to stack up and jump out together, make those pistols work together. There is going to be one trade. Strax is going to find 2. He can't find the third as Nighthawk is there to finish off though. And Hazard is just on the 3 HP. He's going to flash up as well. Nighthawk's going to get the double spray down. And that is Taboo, bringing it within 1 of even.
So, very strong CT side here from Taboo so far. It's only been against 1 rifle round. They're going to have to deal with a rifle round plus AWP.
Well, yeah.
We've seen neither team able to really get anything from that boost position. That boost position actually, like that
first
nade did over 100 damage to the team.
Both teams just going to shut down any mid control. And here we go, Strax is going to open up into Hazard as well. So, you know, you're missing out on a third of the map. No wonder only a third of the map rounds went to Taboo in the first half.
Almost. Oh, yeah. No, it was the 10 to 5.
Yep.
33.33%. As he Nighthawk may have seen Extinct there as the smoke was fading.
So Willie is going to be scoped in, going to be flashed, and Hazard's gone down. When that happened? Oh, was that the first pick that started? Yes, that's right. The Incendiary is also going to cause Willie to have to smoke up. It's 40 HP. I think the counter one's going to have to push things back. Extinct has gone down to the AWP of Strax there. APOC can find Jinx, and Nighthawk has found Willie. It's a 4-on-2 right now. APOC up with 7 HP. Looks like we are going to be even Stevens here.
Well, bomb in on the quick rotate over to B. There's Taboo had stacked A, so one player is going to get there through Tree Room though to defend it. 39 seconds. Skull got there in time and picks up the first player. Does have the bomb on hand.
Where's the run?
And now he's going to go back to the A site. So a bit of a marathon here for APOC Dud.
7 HP. Against two pretty well full opponents, although they have no idea where he's gone. He's completely mind gaming them. 200 IQ players coming out strong.
And we get a very open bomb plant here. Nighthawk is moving around. And he's seen him. He's fired some shots. 7 health for APOC Dud. Picks up the AWP and finds Nighthawk.
He could do this.
He certainly can. Just needs that first hit. That M4 can hit him in the leg and he'll go down.
Saib does have a flash he could leverage. If he throws it out perfectly, it'll be an easy kill for him. Looks like he might be getting ready to do so. Or is he lagging? This would be a horrible time to lag.
I don't think so. Jumping. Oh, that did look very strange. But APOC Dud comes away with it.
No way.
He comes away with it. He stops it. He's gone on a marathon back and forth, back and forth. He went up mid, which I was surprised at as well, but he used that last flash as a pop flash to try and see if anyone was there and get the win on it, which would have helped out. But I was expecting just running around the back. But very nice work by him. Picks up the round, stops the stem. They had lost 4 in a row.
Yeah. You know, I just got so hardly cast a curse. It's so bad. 4-on-2. You know, 7 HP on one of the players, and he ends up getting a 4K. Like. It's insane. Very well played there by APOC Dud. Massive props to him. But there was a timeout. I think hopefully the lag issue's been fixed now. But that is the worst time to lag, isn't it? 1-on-1 bomb planted.
Yes.
Unless it was our spectators lagging, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know what that looked like, but APOC didn't seem to have an issue with it.
Oh, yeah.
Got that shot off well. GroundZero, they've got a Galil onto Extinct. Taboo with a full purchase here. There's 2 Galils, sorry. Majestic's got one as well. Low utility, so even though they won the round,
yep,
they didn't have money in. They didn't have much money in reserve.
Yeah, and you know they won it with 1 player surviving.
Yeah, with 1 player. He did take the AWP through, so that was at least nice. He could get that over.
Yeah, which has allowed Willie to purchase a heck of a lot of utility. And Willie is also going to find the frag there. As Nighthawk will take down Hazard from Sandbags. And Skull boosted up into vents.
He did not see that.
Before Willie's traded him back with the AWP. 3-on-3, okay. It's looking okay.
Bombs right there. We got Taboo spread out over the map, and Saib over on the B side is pushing up. If he comes from behind,
Lots of information gathered. He might even find Willie here with the AWP in hand.
Yeah, Willie
he will.
Won't expect that at all. No, not sure. But A side is free for GroundZero. They're going to get a bomb plant here. As it's heard by Nighthawk, and the rotate will come through. They're getting Saib over here. They've got a kid on board. Nighthawk is pushing out. He's just getting frags through the smoke.
Oh.
As Majestic was looking to force the issue instead of hang back, because he was still against 3. Didn't work out. And Taboo are going to get round number 10 on the board. And GroundZero are going to get reset here. They had max player was 1.1. So, at least with the bomb plant, they got some cash, but this will be pretty much a save coming through.
Yep, Kent and Taboo even it up probably, although, you know, that's what I said last time, and, you know, GroundZero just went ham. Are they going to be able to replicate that? Well, it looks like it's going to be a fast play towards A, going to try and make these pistols work for them. Has facing backwards, just in case the pop flash comes out, he can turn around and try and help out his blinded teammates. 2
players moving over here, push just past the A main door. You can have 2 come out the or for Jinx, you can have 2 come out the left, 1 come out the right, or 2 come out the right. They can flood either side and come through. Swinging players come through, gets taken down. They have found Nighthawk on the site to be able to do it. Although that shot Strax.
All the way from Z connected. That plant's going to be denied. Sub fire is going to take down Willie. And they're going to force APOC Dud back as well. I was like, oh, GroundZero looking pretty good in this one, but suddenly not so much as the bomb has been lost. And Taboo are back on the bomb site with it fully in their control.
And no weapons are able to be recovered by these 2 players while they are on either side of a main entrance. Coming out, they are going to have to do a lot. Strax, they're so dangerous from that position. With that bomb there, they don't have to worry about anyone over at the B site. Hazard now going out left. I think he wants to find Strax. He does, but Saib will knock his block off. 8 pops up the last one left. He's not going to get very far. That's why I set up everywhere.
Right, even Stevens final after, you know, 2 rounds ago when I said that's what we're going to see. We finally do. 11-11. So GroundZero went 8-0 up, and Taboo have brought it back. Definitely
they have. They have. Well, that 5 in a row did help. That got them to 10-5 for the half. Then winning the pistol helps even more.
Oh yeah.
11 apiece. We've got a close game in our hands. GroundZero have won only 1 round this half. It is 1-6 so far.
And that was the clutch coming in from the A-Pop as well.
Yeah, that was a very nice win from them.
Oh, was that through the smoke? No, it was over towards B main. We did see, who was it, tapping through the smoke. But Majestic has found the kill. Nighthawk is in vents. He is in a position to try and backstab any Ts that don't check his position, as mid is going to be the hit of the day. Spray onto Nighthawk. Flash is going to come out. He's going to find 1 frag. It looks like he might want to fall back. No, he's going to push up again.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, tapping the vent there to make him think he hadn't gone. He'd gone through.
Yeah.
So 2 players left here for Taboo. GroundZero are making their way through B. They're onto the site. There's the player up in heaven. In Strax. Fires the shot, but Majestic lives.
Or not. He's burnt alive. Majestic did beautiful work getting onto the bomb site with 2 entry frags, but when trying to plant the bomb, he's been shut down, and now Willie and APOC Dud.
That puts the bomb on the side as well, so Strax can just hold this angle. Willie Case is looking for him. They're going to listen once again, planning that a little bit more safe. As they'll change around through tree.
Damage done through the wall.
Alright, they know the tree room now. Willie KS, he's been a beast on this site with the AWP.
Jinx is going for this. He doesn't want to try and save that AWP. He's going to find the first one. Can he find the second and win the round here? He's going to peek into Willie KS as Willie KS was switching weapons or pulling out a grenade or something. And that was not looking like a round I thought Taboo were going to win, but suddenly they have.
Yeah, coming up with the double headshot look like as well. Jinx, that was huge with the Famous.
Yep, 3 in that whole round there. 2 for Nighthawk, full house. And Taboo have taken the lead. I didn't think I'd say this at all, this map, after they were 8-0 down, but...
No, you'd written them off. You do that a lot.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes teams just take a while to get going, I suppose.
Certainly right. It was the T-side as well. They got their fight from it. But yeah, at the start of the game, they could not get a single thing going. GroundZero was shutting them down.
Yeah, well, it was 10 kills after the 8 rounds.
Yeah, it wasn't looking flash hot. But
Now, everyone on their team is above 10. Strax is going to find another one. That's Hazard going down to the AWP. Of course, it's just pistols in the round for GroundZero.
yeah, you're going to look for an A here. They got 2 going up main. One the squeaky here in Extinct. And one player at mid. He's got 3 to deal with. Wk3 at mid. Deagle, wallbang, headshot.
Oh,
Not
nice.
bad. Strax picks up 2 as they enter out. Majestic has found his way onto the site, but will be found by Nighthawk. Wk3 throwing that Deagle away, but not going to get any more. 3 players live through for Taboo. They're up to 13 on a run here. GroundZero only have 1 round this half.
Oh, yeah.
GroundZero, they were taking a bit of time there. They do have money to buy, so
Yeah.
they were just initiating a pause.
Well, Hazard's been completely shut down now. He hasn't been able to get anything going, and when he stopped, GroundZero have
He
stopped.
was 24 on the CT side.
Yep.
24. And now has only 2 more to his name. Wk3 was the second on 14. He's got 5 more, but Extinct hasn't increased his score at all. And I don't think Majestic's done much increasing of it as well. Apoc Dud obviously has moved up as well, but he hasn't been able to get many frags out there.
Pretty good 3K, good 4K round as well for Apoc Dud, but yeah, it's definitely been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it? So far.
Yes. It was 2 quarters within the first, but so far it's one-way traffic for Taboo. It was that huge clutch from Apoc Dud for their round that they got. Wk3 does take down Skull to start things off.
Yep, they were playing aggressive out towards B, Taboo. The flash came out, but I think either Wk3 got it through the flash, or he did look away just in time. So it's just Cybe up towards B right now. He's going to hide in a little cheeky spot, but it doesn't look like GroundZero want to be heading there.
Yeah, neither team's committed to either side. You got 2 players from Taboo still mid. They're still trying to hold that. 2 players at Squeaky for GroundZero. One's been taken out as Strax finds him.
Yep, we heard the squeaky door, and Strax is going to fire in reply.
Strax has been so dangerous playing from highway up towards the A side.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hazard, he's going to finally get another frag, but Cybe is there to stab one in the back, and Strax from highway, another one looking through mid. So it's a 3-on-2 now, as GroundZero have lost this man. Extinct. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, Jinx was not expecting that at all. Extinct coming from behind. Strax now knows they're 2 versus 2, and they'll take it to A with 27 seconds to go, but this is where
cross.
This is where Taboo. Push out Strax. Oh, Size moved up. Extinct looks away just as he sees him. Hazard's going after him. I think he went straight back there, picks up the first, moves back behind the forklift. Strax almost had time to get that shot off there. You would have thought, but didn't pull the trigger.
Well, with the AWP, he's in a rough situation right now. It's a 2-on-1. He's going to have to go to the CZ. Obviously better he can take on multiple opponents at once. He's going to find where Hazard is, but he can't find the frag. And that is GroundZero finally putting another one on the board. They're second on their T side. And it didn't have to come down to Apoc Dud clutching it out in an insane fashion.
No, Taboo, even after 4 victories, don't have the cash here. So they had 4 victories. GroundZero wasn't getting many frags, but not able to afford a hit. No pistol, no armor, no utility, no kits, and Nighthawk with no HP.
Yeah, a bit of another round coming out from Taboo. I'd be surprised if they do win this one with no armor and just the pistols, although it is, of course, the 2-minute noodle recipe for a round win.
Back to this, are we?
Yeah, another nice shot for Hazard. He's finally hit the 30, by the way. As Willie's going to take down Cybe as well. So we'll have the Skull and Strax, 2 Eagles. And, yeah, just going to hope for whatever damage they can do, I'd say. Which is looking like, none. Unless Skull can do something nutty coming from Truck here. Running. And nothing. Even with the 22 HP player, he's missed him. And that's Hazard with a 3K. Hitting the 32 now.
Yeah. Tie game here at 13 apiece. Since it was 8-0, it's basically in a 5-13 run. The run was standing at 13-2 for GroundZero, but they've got a round on there now. Oh, sorry, 13-3.
Yeah,
they've got two more rounds on that though. Tight game here, and Taboo have gone in. They've got a Famous on Jenks, but don't worry too much about the difference in that, as GroundZero have the head armor.
Wonder if Willie's going to take this shot through the smoke. No, Nighthawk's going to fall off as it fades. Now the utility from GroundZero is going to come out so they can rest their own mid control. And no one there to deny it, really. Stink nearly team's molly. But the boost is going to come up through into vents. Side, he's going to see 3, but Willie is ready and watching with the AWP is taking him down. And now that he probably be coming out towards B. Strax pushed on up, he's flashed out, he's focusing on one player, he doesn't see the second one, and APOC Dud is going to have a free frag there.
That's the site for GroundZero as well. No one from Taboo is here. 3 were at the A site. Sending 1 up to the Z connector, but once GroundZero clear out all the positions, they'll get this bomb plant down. They still think someone's around, but there is absolutely no one.
Now taking a while to get it.
They're
the bomb
using
down.
all the utility. They've got a little bit left.
Easy shot.
Nice placement there from Wk3, expecting someone to go through the vents there.
Yep, save territory now for Taboo. They were looking so good, but they seem to have fallen off quite a bit now, haven't they, in these last couple of rounds?
Yeah, well, this will be 3 in a row for GroundZero. I don't think Taboo will be able to buy.
Oh, he was trying to push back out. I see.
Yeah, Taboo definitely not going to be able to buy it after this round, so they'll try and keep this Famous through. Won't change too much. It won't give them a force even. So found from behind, and he is. Majestic does come through squeaky and get him. So 14-13, Taboo taking a timeout. Good idea.
So they're going to have to let GroundZero go to match point. Well, assuming they can't get anything done on probably what's going to be a full eco, maybe just some P250s or something. And then you're going to have to try and play for overtime if they want a chance in this one from this point on.
Yeah, if they... This is generally a round you want to force in, but they just can't afford to go into a force into a bad force. If they do lose this, they'll pick up 2.9k. So they'll want to leave them... So you want about 4.4, 4.5 to get full utility and an M4.
Yeah.
So they'll be looking to save through a fair amount here. They are. Most players will have over 5k. If Taboo do lose this round, going in very light, only 2 P250s and 2 flashes.
Yeah.
And stacking A, which is where GroundZero are going. This could get exciting.
Yeah, they're going to walk right into the pistols, and if there's one person with an AK getting picked by 5 people pistols, you know,
But they've only left 1 on the site here. 4 coming up highway. This is dangerous if GroundZero don't deal with the highway issue.
And, well, that was fast. Just 3, 4 quick frags. Traded 1 back. And GroundZero are on match point now.
Yeah, it's what you expected, but I do like it when they do go the way that they're stacking.
Oh,
it's no fun just watching the T's go to the open B site.
It's fast and furious, isn't it?
Exactly right, but they tried it out. They are going to afford this round.
No AWP coming out for Strax. Obviously, only
no, there was definitely not enough money to do so.
Oh,
even if you didn't buy a P250. Like, they want utility out of it.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot from Wk3.
And he's going to accidentally fall off as he was trying to peek into where Skull was.
I think he just decided to retreat. No, they're boosting him back up. And that's a no-go. You shall not pass. So Taboo have lost the first play here. GroundZero trying to get the victory map number 1. They started off 8-0. Taboo brought it back. Have the lead with GroundZero. The big string of wins here, looking for their 5th in a row.
Yeah, well, GroundZero finally found their rhythm. That molly is going to cause Skull to start taking some damage. I think he's been seen through the edge of the smoke as well, and he's going to burn alive in the end. Strax is going to be there for the trade onto Hazard, but now it's a 4-on-2, as that has been the only trade to come out for Taboo. And this is looking tough for Taboo.
Yes. It is looking quite tough. 2 players left, but GroundZero still have to get out onto the site. Jinx needs to have a big one, as he's going to have 4 players come out at him shortly. Once if it is there, it's going to give the information though. He's behind the blocks.
Quick
and
break as well, and
triple peaked. Triple peak. Last player coming through A main. He will find one and has to go for this.
Oh yeah. So 1-on-3, not impossible, but a very tough situation. He does have some utility to work with, of course, and that's going to force Majestic to fall on back.
And that's the information as well. Wk3 is up on the rafters. Well, he's missed a shot, but he retreated really quickly. Saib is now coming out to the site. Time's ticking away. They all knew he had to come from there, so 3 players watching the position. GroundZero pick up map number 1. Up and down map there, pretty close in the end. We just saw lots of